My name is Chelsea Smith, and I'm the Academic Service Officer in charge of pre- and post-admission advising for the CD2 program. This video will focus specifically on the CD2 program admission requirements and application process. Admission requirements. First and foremost, you'll want to apply to Wayne State University as a transfer student for the spring-summer semester. That is the semester in which the CD2 program begins. Admission to Wayne State University should be completed no later than December 1st of the year prior to the program start. You'll want to apply to the College of Nursing using a secondary application with the annual deadline as February 15th. So that's 2 applications in order to get into the CD2 program. You'll need to complete your prerequisite courses and academic requirements, which include a 3.0 prerequisite GPA. That's only for the prerequisite courses, which we'll cover in just a moment. We are not concerned about any other GPA. If you're concerned about your GPA as part of your previous bachelor's degree, please don't be. We are only looking at prerequisite courses. For those prerequisite courses, you need a minimum grade of C in all of the courses we'll be listing shortly. You'll also need to submit your supplemental materials. Included, amongst other things, is 10 hours of non-paid or volunteer healthcare-related service experience. You'll also need to pay a $50 non-refundable College of Nursing application fee, and you'll need to submit official transcripts from all institutions you've ever attended. Wayne State University automatically supplies those if you are a previous Wayne State student, so there's no need to request those separately. You need to successfully complete all prerequisite courses prior to your application deadline. Remember, the application deadline is February 15th each year. The only exceptions to this rule include Nursing 2030, which is pathophysiology, and Bio 2270 and 2271, which is microbiology and the lab. Those can be in progress. Remember, successful completion is receiving a grade of C or higher in each of the courses. You also need that minimum 3.0 cumulative prerequisite GPA. Again, not your full history. And the courses may be no older than 7 years old by the application deadline. This does exclude the SI or social inquiry and CI cultural inquiry requirements. Those have no expiration date. Only one prerequisite course may be repeated within the last 7 years. If you've earned AP or CLEP credits in place of a course, those official scores must be received by the application deadline to Wayne State University's Office of Transfer Credit. You can use a maximum of 1 CLEP exam toward your prerequisites. Your AP, SAT, ACT, and CLEP scores can be no older than 7 years by the application deadline. It's just as if it was a course. And lastly, you must have earned your bachelor's degree no later than June 1st. So if you're in progress of your bachelor's degree at the time you apply, that's perfectly fine. But your degree must be completed and posted to a transcript for which you can share with the College of Nursing no later than June 1st of that year. So the prerequisite courses include this list of 8 courses. The first is Anatomy and Physiology. You need one of these 2 chemistry courses. Both are not necessary. Only one is necessary. Pathophysiology. Note that that must be taken at a 4-year institution that has an accredited nursing program. It cannot be coming from an associate's program or 2-year school. Introductory microbiology or principles of microbiology. Only one is necessary. You can choose from health psychology or developmental psychology. You need a course in nutrition and health. And then again, the cultural inquiry and social inquiry courses. Those are general education courses here at Wayne State University. Most students have those transferable from another institution. We can help you pre-admission identify those courses if necessary. Note that there are several notes on here. 1-star courses are encouraged at Wayne State University because we do give slight preference to science courses completed at Wayne State University. Additionally, any course that has an option, so chemistry, microbiology, or the psychology requirement, you can take one course or the other. However, if you've taken both courses because you needed to repeat one because you had got less than a C in your first attempt, it does count towards your repeat count. It's also important to note that anatomy and physiology and introductory microbiology or principles of microbiology have prerequisites if taken at Wayne State. We have introductory biology courses that might be required prior to these courses. It is your responsibility to identify those courses and complete those in order to complete anatomy and physiology and microbiology in time for your application. Again, please reach out for assistance in identifying this need. Some applicants might have a native language that is not English, and you may be required to take an English proficiency exam or TOEFL. The details and exceptions are on our undergraduate admissions webpage. But because communication skills are critical to the nursing profession, the College of Nursing does have a higher minimum score than the university. So you can be admitted as a transfer student to the university, but not necessarily meet the College of Nursing requirements. Those are listed here. So now let's talk about the supplemental materials. As part of your application, you'll need to submit 4 personal statements. The first 3 are related to qualities we're looking for in applicants, which are leadership, urban health, and grit. The last will be related to a volunteer experience in the healthcare setting. You can find more about essay length, format, and appropriateness in a separate video on preparing your BSN personal statements. We read lots of beautifully written statements, but maybe they don't follow the directive of the prompts. It's important to take the time to watch the video for tips for essay success. All official transcripts must be received by the College of Nursing no later than February 15th. If you're taking courses or completing a degree in the winter semester prior to the start of the spring-summer semester, you will send an updated transcript no later than June 1st. We allow this additional time after the deadline for any student who's taking the remaining prerequisite courses in the January to May semester prior to the program. You'll request your transcripts to be electronically sent directly to nursinginfo@wayne.edu or have them sent directly to our mailing address. So let's cover some more about the admission process. So to recap, the CD2 or Second Career / degree program students are admitted into the program once a year for the spring-summer term, which begins in May and goes through August. You'll apply to Wayne State University as a transfer student for that spring-summer term if you're not already admitted. You do not want to post bachelor or guest student status, as it will not work for degree-seeking students, which is exactly what you're doing. You're earning a second degree, and it will not work towards your needs if you're using financial aid. There is no waiting list, so if you're not admitted to the program, you will need to reapply in the following year. And to recap those important deadlines, December 1st is when you need to be admitted to Wayne State University, and then February 15 at 11:59 p.m. is what you need to turn in order to complete that secondary application to the College of Nursing. Everything is due, even if you have in-progress courses. You will need to provide an in-progress transcript that shows that you are taking those courses at another institution. Remember, you'll update this later. You'll also need the actual application, a $50 fee for the College of Nursing review, your personal statements, which are 4 in total, your community service hour form. If you have more than one place in which you completed your community service hours, you'll complete more than one form. You'll supply your final official transcripts, TOEFL if necessary, and then the AP, CLEP, or SAT, ACT scores as necessary to show that you've met the information necessary for your prerequisites. College of Nursing at Wayne State uses a holistic admission process, which allows us to consider not only your GPA and standardized test scores, but also you as a person and your experiences. Your entire application packet, including all your personal statements and your community service hours, are reviewed and evaluated by the Faculty Admissions Committee. Really, it's not just about the grades. We are looking at everything that makes you you. So what do you need to do after admission? The first thing we encourage students to do is to complete the free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA, for the last 2 years. You'll want to do it for last year. So, for example, today we are considering 2022 and 2023, as well as the next year, 2023 and 2024, because of your program starting in the middle of a year. You can find the FAFSA at studentaid.gov. If you have questions about financial aid and filling out your FAFSA, don't hesitate to reach out to the Office of Financial Aid at the website indicated. If you're looking for tuition and fee information so that you know what to expect as the cost of the program, we encourage you to use that application listed there, apps.reg.wayne.edu, to calculate your GPA based on the undergraduate upper nursing rate. If admitted, you're going to be invited to nursing orientation. You'll learn everything you need to know about how to be successful in the nursing program. More importantly, you're going to meet other students who are part of your cohort, and you're going to be with them for the next 20 months. It's a very important step to start engaging with them now so that you know who you'd like to study with later. Orientation is mandatory for all students entering the College of Nursing. The date for orientation is going to be included in your welcome packet. So post-admission, there are some requirements that you need to continue to meet. You need a cumulative university GPA of 2.0 or higher to be maintained at all times. You need to earn a grade of C or higher in all professional nursing courses. If you go below that, it's considered unsatisfactory for progression, and you would need to repeat the course. A maximum of 1 nursing course within the program may be repeated, with the understanding that progression and graduation timeline will be altered as a result of needing to repeat a course. A complete list of requirements can be found in the BSN Student Handbook, which is available on our website. I want to invite you to address all questions regarding the CD2 program to nursing.info@wayne.edu. They can be anything from program information to admission questions. We are happy to help you. You can also direct your questions directly to me, Chelsea Smith, the Academic Service Officer in charge of pre- and post-admission advising. You can feel free to make an appointment by using the QR code to go directly to our appointment making system. You can email me, or you can call me directly at my number listed there. I'm happy to help you with your preparation for application to the CD2 program. Alternatively, you can also check out our other videos that contain additional information listed here. Specifically, check out the video regarding successfully preparing your application essays. We hope that you have found this video helpful and sincerely look forward to hearing from you soon.